Okay, so we are here for 5.7. We didn't get to finish our notes, so I'm going to review the last bit here. 3, 4, and 5 is practice. I have the answers here for you guys to check. Just to review, we are doing solid lines for equal to or less equal to, whether it's greater than or less than, and then we are doing dotted lines if it's only less than or greater than. And we're doing a testing point to do our shading. So if you need to pause it so you can check your answers, that's fine. We're going to move on to example 4. So instead of graphing, we are going to write the equation of the line. So this is very similar to how you would write a normal equation of the line based on the graph. So what we are going to do, so we're going to take this first one. We are going to find the regular equation, which is that mx plus b, where m is slope and b is the y-intercept. So our y-intercept is right here at 0. So you can put plus 0 or you can leave it out. And it looks like it's going up 1, right 1. So our slope is 1x. This is just y equals x. And now we have to determine the sign. It's a dotted line. So a dotted line is either less than or greater than. So what we have to do is we're going to take this point, 1 in the shaded area, and plug it in to see if it's greater than or less than. So if we have the point 2, 0, we have 0 for y, and 2 for x. And is 0 less than or greater than 2? We know it is less than. So now that we plug back in our variables, this is our final equation. Okay, so this is for our red one. If you need to pause it now. I'm going to erase. And now we are on to the next one. So this is a solid line at 3. So when we have a horizontal line like this, we know it's going to be y equals some number. What is our y-intercept? It is -2. So now we have to check for shading. Let's use that same point, 2, 0. If we plug in, is 0 what to -2? It is greater than or equal to because of that solid line. So now we're going to plug back in. Y is greater than or equal to -2. In this circumstance, we don't have an x because it's that horizontal line. So now we have y is greater than or equal to -2. Those are our lines for the first example. On to the second. We're going to do the dotted line in red again. We are going to find the y-intercept first. So let's set up our equation. Our y-intercept is right here at -1. We have our x. Now what is our slope? It looks like we are going up 1, 2, and right 1, 2, 3. So this is going to be 2 over 3. And that's our line. And now we have to do our inequality. So if we plug in a point such as, let's use our origins, 0, 0. We're going to do 0, 0. So 2/3 times 0 minus 1. We get 0 and minus 1 on the right. 0 is greater than -1, so we're going to go back to our equation. We're going to say y is greater than 2/3 x minus 1. Right? We need to pause it. We're going to erase. And now we are on to a vertical line. So whenever we have a vertical line, we know that is x equals a number. Right here, we are at 3, so x is always 3, so it equals 3. And now we are going to take a test point such as 0, 0, plug in 0 for x. 0 is what to 3? It is less than 3. So we have x is less than 3 as our other line. Okay, so examples 6 and 7. These two examples, I have the answers ready for you. All I want you to do is to remember, find your slope, find your y-intercept, and then plug in your points. For this one, you can plug in 0, 0. For the other, you can plug in 3, 0. And then adjust your inequality accordingly. Okay, so just do your best. We're going to review all of this and complete the word problems in class.